Alright, hello there, guys. This is AGT Jazz. First vlog, and I'm going to tell you about Otakon. My experiences there, but first thing of business here. July 30th, 1729. That's 283 years ago today is the founding of the city of Baltimore, my fair city. So, happy birthday to Baltimore. Enjoy a barrel of crabs and some natty bows. Alright, so on to Otakon, my experience there. The Matsuri Festival was really cool. Probably the hottest day of the con. Sweating bullets out there. I know a lot of you were. Proud to see some cosplayers, more than I would imagine cosplaying, soaking up the heat. You know, you guys are awesome. Cool. Props to you guys. Had DJ Cutman cutting it up. Hit Tsunami. Those guys rock the house. That guy with the Japanese guitar. And just amazing. And those kids from the school with the little taiko drums. I really like that. Because, Otakon is supposed to be like this, convention for learning about Asian culture and stuff like that. And, that was a very nice cultural experience to see. Because, that Japanese T and U panel. I didn't go to many panels, but that's one that I did go to. And I felt like I actually learned something from going to that panel. That and a makeup panel. So those two are really cool. Got to sample some matcha, some sancha, Japanese tea. So that was really cool. Let's see here. What else? Second. Yeah, I wanted to see Brianna Palencia, the voice of Holo the Wise Wolf and Spice and Wolf, one of my all-time favorite animes. But like everything at Otakon, as most of you probably experience, was packed. As always, everything was packed. Jeez, let's see. And with the Spirits and Gods panel, that sounded interesting. I wanted to go to that. I didn't because I got caught up with some old friends. But that's alright. So if anybody's watching this that went there, tell me how that was, please. I'd love to know, because it sounds like a nice little cultural panel, whatever. But, see what else, what I want to go to? Yeah, I went to the Jason David Frank Q&A, which was cool. That was cool. I did that instead. Let's see, yes, the Tsunami A Look Back panel. That was packed. Did not get to see that. Once again, went there. Tell me how that was. Hopefully, a lot of you otakus out there, you videotaped it. So, maybe I can see that on YouTube. What else? Caught a little bit of the J. Michael Tatum Q&A. Meow meow. That was cool. Love to see him as always. Love that guy. Vincent and Spice and Wolf. Tried to go to the Steampunk DIY. That once again was packed. Would have liked to go into that. I just really cannot pull myself to wait an hour or more for anything. Not when you're spending $80. Gotta walk around and just taking pictures and meeting people is just the absolute best part of the con. So that's whatever. But one thing I did wait in line to see was Anime's Craziest Deaths. Anime's Craziest Deaths. Now, that line was decent enough, but what was really cool about timeline was that is that I met 3 lovely young ladies that we got to chatting it up, and gave me cookies and little Mario gummy bears and stuff like that. And I hadn't eaten, almost the entire day. So these 3 ladies were just angels to me, and even like kind of taught me how to play this card game with some Orange School Host Club cards. I think it was like 13. I was kind of getting the hang of that. So it was really cool meeting those 3. I forget your names. That's why I'm making this video. Everybody, that I met, I probably forgot all your names, but, I'll put the link to my Facebook, Twitter, Tumblr. I don't know what the hell is Tumblr really, but I made one. So I'm making this. All the guys that saw me, all the few guys, and so it was very nice meeting those ladies. And after all that fun time card playing, we went and saw people get maimed and beaten and destroyed and brutally murdered for like 30 minutes. So, yeah, odd how that drastic change from card game playing to murders. Yeah. So, I wanted to see the anime's craziest deaths from last year. They canceled it and whatnot, and brought it back this year as 18 plus. They really shouldn't call it anime's craziest deaths. They should call it anime's most horrifying deaths. Because, crazy, elephants and rainbows and stuff like that. No, just weird things killing human beings horribly. Horribly. Very disturbing. Very disturbing, But, hey, it was interesting. So, yes, and, let's see here. Yeah, so, that's one of the panels I went to. Very few. Let's see here. I wanted to go to the Avatar panel and the Shonen Jump meetup. Those 2 got canceled. I don't know why that was. I had to ask around. So, yeah, but I went to the One Piece photo shoot. Guys, I was running around as Buggy the Clown, and Impal Down outfit there. Sweating bullets at 7:30 near the harbor there. That was kind of brutal there. But what was really cool was somewhere towards the middle of it, a little pirate ship, which is like a little tourist attraction, came, cruising by, in front of the pictures. So that was cool. That was really cool. Maybe next year, one year, we can organize a photo shoot on that actual boat. So that would be really cool. So somebody needs to do that. Let's see here. Let's move on to I think Saturday. Saturday, we've left Friday and gone right into Saturday. Okay, let's see here. Yes, and if you're wondering why I'm filming, that doesn't matter. What matters is it's the only place that has good lighting. Yes. So yes, Saturday. Yes, once again, Jason David Frank wanted to get his autograph. People started lining up like crazy for that. Not gonna happen. Not gonna wait in line. No sirree. Yeah, that's why I went to the Japanese tea and you panel. Love that. Hope you guys bring it back next year. The guy actually hosting that, he had lost his spleen, and it just not gotten sick, for years of drinking, tea, and I'm an avid tea drinker, I love tea, so that was cool, and once again I learned something there about tea and whatnot, and also another thing which was really cool that Otakon did this year was put recipes in the little Otakon booklet. So I think that's really nice that you guys have put recipes in there. Okay, yeah, so I did nothing Saturday. I guess I just ran around, took pictures, had conversations with people. Yeah, that's what I did. Oh, I met Yuffie Bunny. Nintendo fangirl. Shout out. Deja Vu D, Veronica, Sophie. Saw you guys. Little Karibo. Like those guys. Shout outs. Okay, well, there's a half of a heart right there. So, yeah. Let's see here. Randomest thing that happened to me during the con was walking down the hallway there, sort of in the area of where the rave is. Two ladies gave me French fries. That was pretty cool. Got some hot fries. Free food for Buggy. Yes. So, yes. And let's see here. I took over 1,000 photos during Otakon. Over 1,000 photos. Literally. So, yeah. Had a lot of nice conversations with people. A lot of nice conversations just walking around, taking pictures, seeing lots of One Piece cosplayers, going to photo shoots. That was a lot of fun. But I know you guys probably hate it. When you go to a con, have conversations with people, meet nice, really cool people, and you don't get any of the contact info. Heart just sinks. Well, I think that from now on, what I'm going to do, and I suggest that you all watching this will do, is if you have a conversation with anybody over any extended period of time whatsoever, you take a picture of them with the badges right here, right to the face. So I will not forget you no matter what. I suggest that. So that's what I'm going to start doing, from now on, period. Because I meet so many people, it's just crazy and hectic and chaotic during cons, and you're bound to forget, whether it's people's faces, names, or whatever. So yeah, everybody you talk to, everybody you speak with, take the picture, name right there, you got it, done. Just set it and forget it. Disaster averted. Alright. Oddly enough, the longest line I waited in was for Subway. 30 minutes for a Subway sub. It's just like right outside of the con. Right outside of the convention center on the other side of the street. There was a Luffy cosplayer, chilling and eating his food there, but got me, of course, a sweet onion chicken teriyaki sub. A personal favorite, but let's see what else we get here. Shout out to the staff of Otakon. Thank you guys so much for volunteering and doing your thing. Ashley, my cousin, is also a staffer, so yeah. Shout out to Underbelly. I'm on, guys taped me, shout out to those guys coming to the con. Let's see here. Went to the rave Saturday. That was a lot of fun. That was a lot of fun. And I'm not really a dancer. Probably can't really tell. But, over time, just the music just makes you want to move. Don't be ashamed to move. Don't be shy at Otakon. Spend $80. Make a fool out of yourself. So, That was a lot of fun. That was a lot of fun. A lot of fun. Going to the rave. Hot and sticky. Hot and sticky. Just very humid down at the con. Very aromatic down there, you know. The aroma of otaku. You know, it's just a beautiful aroma. Beautiful aroma. Beautiful fragrance. Nice bouquet that it carries with it. So there was a bit of a line down the rave for the water cooler there, and then walking up there, this girl with like painted nose, looked like a cat. It's like pawing at my hair, and I went there, and like turned around, bent down at her, and like started patting her head. She started like rubbing her head against my hands, looked like she was a little cat. That was pretty cute. That was pretty cool there. Shouts to everybody that gave me daps, that loves Buggy. You know, you guys are my crew. Love you guys. Thank you so much. You guys are awesome. And let's see here. Shouts to DJ Midget or DJ Midget. Anyways, Otakon 2013. Let's see. Alright. Let's see what I got here. I bought some stuff in the deals room. Not much. I really wanted to get one of those grab bags for like $25, and I was, $8 short on the last day. Didn't really spend too much time in the dealer's room, but I did buy two things in particular. Let's check here. Got this. Hold on. It's a little Buggy. Little Buggy keychain right there. Look at that. Look at that. Isn't that cute? Oh, lighting looks better. Look at that. Wow. It's about damn time. Look at that. Look at that. That's a nice little Buggy right there. Yeah. That's cool. What else did I get? Equalist badge. Look at that. Equalist button. Yeah. $2. Really cool. What else? Oh. Little lady gave me this. Look at that. Cute little cupcake eraser. So cute. Said you gave me this for dressing up on Sunday. That's really cool. It's very nice. Very pretty, very cute. So yes, I'm still in like just this flabbergasted Otakon mode, even still right now. But let me actually take this off, because wearing that 3 days straight, got sort of a ghost limb syndrome with that. It kind of feels like it's there when it's not. But that's cool. It's really cool. Just man, Otakon was such a incredible con. I really can't even begin to explain how amazing it was. It was just every year, just more and more amazing. Regardless of what I either see or don't see. But one thing that kinda crushed my spirits a little bit was I don't know if any of you are familiar with someone named Emma Inc., but I do. And walking throughout the dealer's room there, I noticed a familiar tattoo. A big old purple owl in the middle of some chick's chest. And I think to myself as I'm walking this way, I'm going, walking this way, and walking that way. Hey, Mink? Ah, no, couldn't be, no way. Nah, whatever. That sure enough, get back home, get on the Twitter, voila, like I passed her. But had a short little convo with Twitter there, so that's cool. But that, all in all, the con was a really big con. Into the con feedback, and asked them, like, there's cameras in every panel just about at Otakon, and with everything being so packed as it is, why can't those cameras that are be utilized so people that either couldn't get into the panels watch them on DVD? Like, someone could buy Otakon on DVD. You guys really erupted when I said that, and I actually got that question basically from my friend Michael. He's an older cat. Love chatting with him. Saw him last year at the Matsuri. Love speaking with him. Shout out to Michael. Learn something new every time I speak to him. Just a pleasure speaking with him. So yeah, and one lady that came up there and was saying that Otakon was like coming home to her. And for me, Otakon is not only like coming home to me, it really is my home. I'm like 10, 15 minutes away. So, that's even more something special, to me. Otakon is the second largest anime convention in the whole of the United States, last time I checked, which is really saying something, and I really gotta thank all of my otaku brethren and sisterin for coming to my fair city, and putting, I think, what was it, 17 or so million in revenue into the city every time Otakon comes through, like since 2006. Thanks you guys, because Baltimore gets sort of a bad rap from time to time for that St. Patrick's Day thing, and that security guy with the skateboard, so thank you guys, love you guys. And if you come to Baltimore, Maryland, or Maryland in general, and you eat crabs, because we're known for our crabs, do not eat the dead man, otherwise known as the lungs. When you crack open a crab, on either side of the inside, there's like this grayish type meat. It's got kind of like ceration in it. Don't eat that. Those are the lungs. You will get sick if you eat those. Some people might be, oh, that's a huge chunk of meat. Let me just get, just have to crack it open. No, do not eat that, because if I'm not mistaken, Michael Sinterklaas, who was at Otakon last year, ate those and he got sick, and that's why he didn't have an autograph signing, which I waited in line for 2 hours for. So, and I still didn't see him this year, because I didn't know that he was in the dealer's room, and they didn't put in that information on the sheet of awesomeness. So, but it's whatever. It was a great time. So, next thing that's up for me, let's make this a little bit of an update, will be Comic-Con. Scott Snyder and Greg Capullo. Stan Lee's coming. That's really cool. I just got into reading comic books in mid-July during the celebration, and I got hooked. I never really read comics, and read Shonen Jump manga, stuff like that. Never actually continuously read manga, individually. But I got hooked on comic books with the New 52, and I suggest that you guys read them. It's that the Batman comics. He's got like 6 different, comic books and stuff, but they're all really great, and does that about wrap it up? We're at 26. Yeah, I think that's enough talking for me. So, yeah, thank you guys. Much love, infinite love. Namaste. God bless. This is Aaron Godland, AGT Jazz, signing off. See you all next year. Peace. And look forward to some possible comic book reviews in the future for yours truly. So, yes.